Hello and welcome to Lantern Lane Stories. Tonight's story is Bern's Bears, a 500-year story. Tonight we are going to a small, cozy city in Switzerland. Its name is Bern. Bern is the capital of Switzerland, but it is gentle and small like a town in a storybook. A river runs around the old part of Bern. The river is called the Aare. Its water is the color of soft mint leaves. Above the river, the old buildings have warm tile roofs. Slow bells ring from a tall stone tower. A little girl named Lena was visiting Bern with her grandpa. Her cheeks were pink from the cool air. She held his big warm hand. They walked past a bakery window. Inside were soft golden breads shaped like little bears. "Grandpa, look," Lena whispered. "Bear bread?" "Of course," Grandpa said with a smile. "In Bern, you find bears everywhere." They walked onto an old stone bridge. The cobbles felt rounded and smooth. "This is the Night-Egg Bridge," Grandpa said softly. "It has stood here for hundreds of years." Below the bridge, the river went whoosh, slow and steady. A boat with a yellow sail floated past. "Why are there bears everywhere, Grandpa?" Lena asked. He nodded, his eyes full of little crinkles like soft paper. "Tonight, I will tell you the true story," he said. "And then we will meet the most famous animals of Bern." They sat on a wooden bench under a rose bush. The roses were soft pink and they smelled like honey. A small leaf drifted down and landed on Lena's knee. "Long, long ago," Grandpa began, "there was a duke. His name was Duke Berchtold." "Like a king?" Lena asked. "Almost like a king," Grandpa nodded. "He came to this place in the year 1191. Lena tried to count that on her fingers. She gave up after she ran out. "More than 800 years ago," Grandpa whispered. "Whoa," Lena said. Her eyes went wide as moons. "He wanted to build a new town by this river," Grandpa said, "but he had no name for it." "So what did he do?" Lena asked. "He went into the forest," Grandpa said. "He walked under the tall, mossy trees." And Lena leaned forward. And there, in the cool green shadows, he met a big brown bear. Lena gasped. A small wind moved through the rose leaves. "The Duke decided," Grandpa said, "I will name this city after the bear." In his old language, bear was bear, Grandpa added. "Bear," Lena tried. The word felt round and warm in her mouth. "Bear," Grandpa nodded. Slowly, that became Bern. He pointed across the square. There stood a stone fountain taller than 3 of Lena. On top of the fountain was a carved stone bear holding a tiny shield. "Look there," Grandpa whispered. Bears stand on fountains, on flags, on doors. The whole city remembers. Lena looked up at the soft, dark blue sky. A flag flapped above a stone wall with its proud little bear. They walked on, slow as a turtle. The lamps in the old town began to glow soft yellow. A bakery puffed warm smells into the street, butter, sugar, and fresh dough. "So when did real bears come to live in the city itself?" Lena asked. "Ah," Grandpa said. He stopped under a lamp. "That is another old true story." "How old?" Lena asked. "More than 500 years," he said. Lena blinked. 500 was a very, very big number. "In the year 1513, Grandpa said, the people of Bern brought a real bear here to live in the heart of the city." "A real one?" Lena's voice was a tiny squeak. "A real one," Grandpa nodded. A man with a quiet pen wrote it down. His name was Valerius Anselm. "Valerius," Lena whispered, careful with each tiny piece of the name. "He was a chronicler," Grandpa said. "That means he wrote down what happened in the city, like a careful diary." "And he wrote about the bear?" Lena asked. "He did," Grandpa said. "Because of his diary, we still know the year. We know it was 1513. Lena nodded slowly. Somewhere far off, a small bell rang one quiet time. "From that year on," Grandpa said, "Bern has always kept bears in the city for all the centuries since." "Always?" Lena asked. "Even now?" He smiled. His eyes had a happy twinkle. "Even now," he said. "Come, let us go and meet them." They walked down a soft path. The ground was sandy under Lena's shoes. Soon they came to a big, quiet park. It was right beside the green Aare River. "This is the Bear Park," Grandpa whispered. "This is where the bears of Bern live today." Lena looked. The park was huge, bigger than a soccer field. There were tall sandstone rocks, soft grass, deep caves, and a wide blue pool. Cool air came off the river. It smelled of wet stones and pine. "How many bears live here?" Lena asked, standing on her toes. 4, Grandpa said, "and every single one has a name." He pointed to a soft brown bear lying in the grass. "That one is called Björk," he said, "a gentle name from the north." "Björk," Lena whispered. Then Grandpa pointed to a bigger bear. He was sitting by the pool, dipping one paw in. "That one is Finn," Grandpa said. "Hi, Finn," Lena giggled very softly. A third bear came walking out from a deep cave. He had a quiet, curious face. "That one is Misha," Grandpa said. "Hello, Misha," Lena breathed, and then a smaller bear stepped down to the water. She put her paws in like she was testing the temperature. "And that one," Grandpa said, "is Ursina." "Ursina," Lena said. "What a soft name." "It comes from the old word for bear," Grandpa whispered. "Like bear, but even older." Suddenly, Finn slid into the pool. Splash! He floated on his back like a big furry log. Lena laughed without making a sound. Bears could swim. "On warm days," Grandpa said, "they swim and swim." "What do they eat, Grandpa?" Lena asked. "Berries, apples, carrots, honey, things bears love." Above them, the first stars began to peek through the deepening sky. "Are they happy here?" Lena asked, suddenly serious. "Today, yes," Grandpa said. "They have lots of room, they have water to swim in, they have caves to nap in. The whole city watches over them." Björk yawned. Her pink tongue curled. Then she rested her chin on her paws. "I think she is going to sleep," Lena whispered. "Good idea," Grandpa whispered back. They walked slowly back toward the bridge. Lena leaned her head on Grandpa's warm shoulder. The air smelled of cool grass and clean water. Far below, the river kept whispering its slow song. "Grandpa," Lena said sleepily. "Yes, little one. So Bern got its name from a bear long, long ago. That is right. And the city has had real bears since 1513. Grandpa nodded against her hair. "And there are 4 bears now. Björk, Finn, Misha, and Ursina, all living in their big park by the river. And one day when I am big, I can come back and see them again," Lena said. "Yes," Grandpa said. "They live right here. Anyone gentle and quiet can visit them." Lena smiled in the dark. Her eyes felt heavy as warm pebbles. Above them, the first owl of the night called once, soft and round. In the cave, Misha curled up small. In the grass, Björk's breathing went soft. Finn dipped one last sleepy paw. Ursina lay flat on the cool sand. 4 bears, breathing slow. 5 centuries of bears, all asleep at last. And in the old town, the stone tower rang one tiny, faraway chime. Lena's eyes closed. And so, Bern also slowly fell asleep. Good night.